Now then, how you doing? Welcome back to the Yorkshire Bike Mechanics YouTube channel. My name's Dave K and I hope you're all well, wherever you are in the world. And it's autumn here in the UK. The leaves are a lovely brown reddy colour. It's gorgeous, it looks amazing, but it's chilly, so definitely autumn is here. And I hope it's nice where you are as well. It's going to be chilly this time of year, no matter where you are, I would have thought, unless you're in Australia, which is just start of their summertime. So, enough of that. If I were to say to you, Bosch BCR 3800, then would you know what I was saying, or would you know even what I were on about? Well, a BCR 3800 is one of these bad boys. And it's a Purion 2. It's a Bosch Purion 2 controller and display all in one. So let's open the box and we'll show you what's in there. Not a lot apart from this little bad boy. Now this Purion 200 replaces the BCR 3600, I believe. And it's got a display and a controller all in one. So the idea is to clear your cockpit up or use it in conjunction with the Kiox 300, the 500 or the Smart Grip for your phone. So I can imagine at this point you're all saying, is this thing compatible with my e-bike? Can I put one on my e-bike? Will it work? And how do I go about doing it? Well, I'm hopefully going to talk about the compatibility issues, what systems you've got already and what this is going to be compatible with. It's not quite straightforward because the one main thing that I need to talk about is this is a dealer install only, okay? You cannot install it yourself. Well, you can put it on the bar and you can wire it up, but ultimately this needs pairing with dealer software, okay? So you can put it on yourself, but you're gonna have to bring it back to your dealer to get it paired up with your motor and your battery. That aside, it is fairly straightforward to install, so let's crack on. So first of all, let's look at the compatibility side of it. What we can fit, what we can't fit. Will it fit on your bike or won't it? So, in order for this Purion 200 to go on your bike, you have to have a Bosch smart motor or a smart system. Now you will know whether you've got one of these or not because the display will look like this. You will have an LED display just like this one. Now if your bike has an LED display like this, then the Purion 200 is compatible. Anything else, it's not, okay? So that's most important. So what's the point in this thing? Why go to the trouble of going out and purchasing a Purion 200 when this is doing what it's doing? It's doing a good job, you like it, but the one main difference between this and this is this will do two things in one. It's a combined display, which is full colour, but it's also got the controls as well. So you're actually doing two things at once with one particular unit. Now it'll be compatible with the Kiox 300. So say for example, you could be independently tracking your ride or using navigation on your 300, but also looking at your speed on this display as well and controlling the 300, the navigation with the controls on this side. So you can do that. You can also control your Smart Grip if you want to use your Smart Grip function with your phone. You can control that with this as well, and also the Intuvia one, the Intuvia display. So as I said before, this is a dealer install only, I'm afraid, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this control cable because it's damaged anyway. So I'll do that and I'll come back, we'll put this on the bars, we'll connect it up, and I'll show you how the new Bosch Smart System diagnostic stuff works compared to what we used before. It's really clever stuff and it's amazing what you can do with it. So we're going to go through that at the same time. So I'll get this cable changed and I'll come back in a minute. So believe it or not, it's taken me about an hour and a half to run a new control wire all the way through the bike, through the battery compartment and down to the motor. Now, you wouldn't think that you'd have to remove the motor to do that, but in this particular case I have, because there was no space for the wire to go through, so I've had to take the motor out to do it. Anyway, it's done, and the new control wires here. So that leaves us basically, now we need to take this old unit off, this LCD display, and we'll replace it with a 200. So we'll get a 3mm Allen key under there. Just loosen that off, and that should come straight off the bar. We'll just fasten that up and we'll give him that back as a spare, and then we'll put the new one on. So I'm just going to put this new one on the bar, but before I do that I'm just going to plug it in because it'll make it easier. There's only one way that this goes, so it's important that when you push it in, you don't force it in. There's only one way it'll go. You just need to turn it just slightly until you feel it just slide in. There it goes. And you just push it in and click it in place. And then we'll put the band on just very loosely for now. We won't bother switching it on just yet because we're going to plug it into as diagnostics first so we can get it paired up. This brand new dealer software is specifically built for smart systems only. It will not work with Gen 3 prior Gen 3, Gen 2s. We still need to use the other type of software for them systems. This is purely for the smart system only, and it gives us a load of information. It actually reads directly from Bosch. It logs stuff with Bosch as well, so we can actually make a note of what we've actually done or what other people have done on that bike. It's more graphical, it's much more user-friendly, and we can do loads more with it. So we plug the Purion display into the software and we'll just wait for the bike to read the information. Now, we know that there's going to be a conflict here because obviously it doesn't recognise that there's a new Purion display on there, and we need to tell the system that everything should be as it is, and we need to pair them all together so it works properly. So as you can see on the right hand side, it gives an ID conflict, so we need to resolve that. And just on the bottom there, as we scroll up, you can see resolve ID. So that's the information that we need to change. So we select what we need to select, check the boxes and start the transfer. And then what the diagnostic system will do, it will pair the motor with the new Purion display. It will say, I've got a new Purion 200 display, the old one's gone, and this is what you need to use from now on. Once that's done, the system will switch off completely and we'll need to re-plug the bike back in to the laptop so it will recognise the new configuration. So as you can see here, we've got a brand new Purion 200 display. There's an update for it, which you can see is the little yellow circle there with a cloud. So what we need to do, we need to update all the components that need an update or there's an update for. And we'll select to update them all. Once that's done, then we'll be able to look at what other things we can see within the diagnostic software. So as you can see from that in picture, the Purion 200 is updating itself. And again, the system's turned itself off, will turn itself back on. It's showing at the moment there's a control unit error. It's an internal error. It's a simple one. It's very common when adding new components. And it's easily resolved. So as you can see, the tabs at the top gives us different options to test. We can do a component test, we can do a configuration test, and we'll look at different support modes within the software. I won't go through it all because there's quite a lot to it. So what I've just basically done is just double check that the buttons on the Purion display are all working properly. And we do that by just pressing the buttons as we can see there. We're going to do the same with the colours on the display as well. What the Purion 200 will be showing now is different colours on that screen, and we're just saying that yes, it is showing that particular colour and we're all right to continue on. So that's basically that. It's just a simple making sure that the Purion display is working okay, so we can basically finish up, if you like. So everything's updated. We've carried the tests out. We're not going to test anything else because we don't need to, because we know it's all perfect. We've updated the software, and that's basically it. So to finish off, all we need to do basically is update the Bosch system just to say this is what we've done on this particular bike. We've added a Purion200 display, we've checked it, we've updated the software, and all that is logged on their system. So if the customer goes and plugs it in somewhere else in another Bosch dealer, then that Bosch dealer will be able to see what we've done. It'll have our name against it. So everything's logged what's been done in the past. And it's called a digital service book. And it's an ongoing log of what's been done on the bike. So once that's done, we'll disconnect it and then we'll move on to the next step. And as you can see, we've now switched the Purion display on the bike and we can actually see the right information. Then we can scroll through different modes. It's very comprehensive. There's loads and loads you can see on it. It's great. It's a good little system. And so I'll put a link in the description so you can actually see more information about what it actually does and what you can see. I hope you enjoyed that little video. Gave you a little bit of insight into how the Purion200 works and how to install it. Unfortunately, it is a dealer install, so you're going to have to take your bike back to your dealer to get it paired up with the rest of the components. But apart from that, I think it's a good piece of kit. And I like how it works with the other Bosch components like your 300 kioxes and your 500 and also the smart grip as well. So I think, yeah, it's a great piece of kit. The cost, it's round about 135 quid plus whatever your dealer's going to charge you to install it or pair it up for you. So the cost isn't too bad either. The Bosch Diagnostic Smart System, the new smart system, I hope that gives you an insight into how that works, the difference between the old Bosch system and the new smart system. So that's been an interesting look for you, I would have thought. So with that, I'm going to leave you to it. Please subscribe, it helps us out loads. Thanks for watching. I'll try and do another one fairly soon. Toodle pip.